What's up, y'all? It's your girl Chanel from Complex Simplicity. Happy Sunday. I just wanted to check in. I haven't done a vlog in a few days now. Had a pretty long work week, as well as it was my husband's birthday, a milestone age, and I was trying to mastermind a great way to help him to celebrate and to surprise him, because he's so amazing with gift giving and setting up great moments when it comes to holidays and my birthday. So I wanted to make sure that I did my thing, right? And he enjoyed his day. For all those who showed him love on my social media or who texted and reached out, thank you so much. And he's so grateful and thankful for all of the well wishes. I'm just here doing what I normally would do on a Sunday evening. I'm blogging, I'm cooking, got some steak going on the stove with some broccoli. My husband and I have been trying to lay a little bit low on the carbs lately, and I'm doing laundry all at the same time, straightening up the house and trying to mentally prepare myself for what's to come this week, work-wise as well as in my personal life. We will continue my husband's birthday celebration this weekend. So I know I have a bit of a week coming up, and sometimes I like to embrace the quiet and downtime that I do have, especially when I know I'm about to have a whirlwind hell of a week. So yes, that pretty much, is what I'm doing this evening. And, I got my Real Housewives of Atlanta recording on DVR as we speak, because I said I can't get into that right now. I need to focus on blogging, finish cooking, finish doing some laundry and some of the things I was doing around the house. This weekend for me was pretty laid back. I laid low, other than yesterday. Went to my brother-in-law and his wife's baby shower, which was pretty nice, and my well wishes to them and their bundle of joy that's to come soon. And so it was really good seeing certain faces out there. And one thing that I have learned this week especially is the power of really networking with other women who are about what I'm about. And so even yesterday, I was able to kind of be reminded of that. To be honest with you, I am that girl that is very laid back. I don't like to lead with what I do. So when I say that, what I mean is I don't like to be in social situations or social settings and I'm just trying to talk people's heads off about my website. If it happens to come up in conversation, great, let's talk about it. But I'm not going to be the one to put it out there, and let that dominate conversation when I'm out and about with people, right? People I know and people I don't know. Sometimes my husband's like, but how are you going to get more of a following? How are you going to get more awareness to your website if you don't really put it out there? And what I did tell him is, I said, you know what, love, I'm getting better with the art of networking. At the same time, I know what turns me off. So if I haven't seen somebody in a long time, the last thing that I'm gonna do is sit here and talk their heads off about my website. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they ask me what I've been up to, what's going on, then I could find a way to put it in there to segue into it. But I'm not gonna hey, how you doing? Girl, here's my business card. Check out my website. I don't like to be a car salesman with people. And when people do it to me, it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It makes me not even want to venture into whatever it is that you're doing, to check out your site. It really turns me off. And so I try to be laid back with it, but I do understand that there is an art to networking. And yesterday, while I was at a baby shower, and talking to women who I'm connected to by marriage, we were just talking about what each other has been up to. And one of the young ladies said, yeah, I see that you, your social media, that you have a website. And that's kind of what opened the door to me discussing what it was about, because I was asked, what is my website about? And, what are my goals for it? What's my purpose for it? And then, of course, that brings on the whole networking conversation, because that person has something that they're into and felt like maybe we can kind of do something together at some point. And so I'm learning, the art of networking and when to take that in, but I still don't want to be that person that wants to be so self-centered about what I'm doing in my website, right? What I will say to people is this, because I know there are people who I know and don't know who go on my social media, my Facebook page and my Instagram page that was specifically created for Complex Simplicity. That's great. What I will say is please take it a step further and click the link. I always leave a link, whether it's in my Instagram bio or whether it's a literal link at the end of whatever I'm posting on my Facebook page for the website. Click it, because I feel like, yes, I know how to explain my website and what I do, but I think that I can show you better than I can tell you, right? No matter how detailed I try to break it down, you'll get a better idea of what it's about by just going on the site. So for those who are curious, who, you know, see me doing my little crazy musical vlogs to get you to go to the website, if you're reading the daily affirmations that I put up as encouraging and positive words for all of us during the day on my Facebook page, Instagram page, you know, please just click the link and go to the website. Check it out and, you know, see what you like, how you like it. I feel like that's the best way for you to understand what my whole movement is all about. Don't get me wrong, I am well prepared where I can verbally explain it in a very clear and sophisticated way. However, I just feel like, you know, if you're already on my social media for my website pages, just take it a step further and click and look and peruse, you know, when you have a little bit of free time. I definitely do that for others, you know, if I'm friends with people on Instagram or Facebook and they're, you know, putting up links to what they're doing, what projects they're working on. If I have any general curiosities, I'm gonna click whatever link you leave, you know, because that'll give me a better understanding. I understand that your social media is just a vehicle to get people to go to what you're doing. It's not the last stop. So please, for all who may have any curiosities about what Complex Simplicity is about, click the links. But, you know, going back to the whole point of networking and how important it is, and I'm learning and trying to get better with my networking skills as we go in a natural, warm, inviting way, right? Like I said, I don't like to bombard people because I don't like when people bombard me with whatever their agenda is or their product that they're pushing. And being how my website is not like necessarily a product, it's a lot of blogging and vlogging, I think it's just best that you just click the links and visit. So yes, you know, any of you women out there, even men, if you are about what I'm about, which is encouraging one another, building one another up, empowering one another, if you're about positivity, love, and light and the spreading of that message, like holla at me, comment under, you know, this actual vlog, because I feel like there's strength in numbers, as I often say, and that we can do more together than we can do on our own, right? We all have our individual purposes out here, but I think that it's very important to band together as well. My house makes these noises when the heat goes up. So yes, you know, so I'm gonna continue to try to get better. I was telling one of my coworkers who I'm friends with, I said, you know, by day, you know, I'm all about my job responsibilities at work. You know, I work in the social work field, and I'm all about that because it's a lot that's involved with that. But by the time I get home, I feel like I'm like Pinky and the Brain. You remember that old school cartoon where it's like we're trying to mastermind how to take over the world? You know, that's like what I do at night. And when I say take over the world, it's more so how I can continue to develop this brand that I'm trying to build for myself, how I can eventually build an empire, right? And so, you know, by day, I'm dealing with the child welfare system and, you know, all of what comes with that. But by night, your girl is on here definitely trying to Pinky and the Brain it, mastermind greatness, right? And I'm trying to work on a couple of projects. I don't want to speak out of turn or too soon. One thing also that I have learned is when I've announced being interviewed and announced certain things and they didn't really go the way that I wanted them to go, it kind of leaves my loyal readers like, oh, well, what happened, right? And I'm not that person that's into duping anyone. And speaking of interview, hopefully I'm able to make it happen. I was interviewed in December, however, it didn't really come out the way both parties wanted. When I say both parties, meaning the actual radio show as well as myself. And so hopefully, you know, we're really trying to work to get scheduling together to create something dope and bomb that works for both parties. I've also learned a valuable lesson that all opportunities are not always the right ones, right? You know, for me, I'm very clear on what my message is and what I'm about, and any opportunities that come my way or present themselves to me, I want to make sure that it's in alignment with what I'm about and what I'm trying to build, because I can't necessarily, well, let me not say I can't, I would prefer not to align myself with entities that are not really for what I'm about, right? And so hopefully we can, you know, get it together and get it right, and I'll be able to kind of, you know, let you know when that's able to happen, if that's able to happen. But that was a definite great teachable moment for me, that Chanel, yes, you're the little website that could, you're working hard day and night. However, screen your opportunities very wisely and very cautiously, because not everyone's agenda is yours, right? And if you're gonna, you know, take time out of your world and your life to do certain things, it has to make sense with what you're trying to build for yourself. It has to be able to benefit what you're trying to do as well. And so right now, my goal in mind is to really start networking with other women, particularly who are about the empowerment, encouragement, positivity, building one another up, and being real. Challenging thinking. You know, I wouldn't be me if I didn't push the envelope a little bit with certain things. I think that that's what kind of makes Complex to Simplicity a little bit different from other websites and blogs, because yes, I'm about the woman empowerment and building each other up. A lot of people are, which is great. But I'm also about pushing the envelope with how we think, challenging our thinking, with promoting us as people, looking at ourselves first before we're always pointing the fingers at others, right? So that's kind of, I think, what makes my situation a little bit more unique and different than what else is out there, which is great, don't get me wrong, because I'm also trying to challenge our thinking, you know? For us to be able to think twice about how to respond in certain situations that can go left really quickly, you know? And so, you know, I'm passionate about that, because I feel that that's an important skill for all of us to have in life. We can't just be out here reacting to everything thrown our way. You're gonna have a hard time in life, right? But if we're able to respond in an emotionally mature way, even when darts and arrows are being fired at us, I think that there's something to be said about that in a good way, you know? And so that's kind of what my plight is, you know, in addition to, you know, us encouraging and bearing one another up. And there are a couple of people out there that I would love to partner with. And like I said, I'm still trying to get out of my own way and head when it comes to Chanel, you're the little blog that could, like, you know, even for me to stop saying that to some degree and to look at myself as the brand that I know I am destined to be and to build, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Not to kind of keep myself in a little box, but to actually say, no, Chanel, this is going to happen, right? This is what, you know, you're kind of in the lane that you should be in. You're creating a lane for yourself, and this is going to be something great for you. And I don't know why I keep getting this feeling in the depths of my soul where I'm like, I'm on to something, which is what keeps me day in and day out diligently working on this website. I have to thank, there were a few people who showed me love last week, people I know, people I don't know, you know, really saying like, wow, I love your blog. Like, it's really helpful to me. I really enjoy it. Like, that warms my heart. As I've always said, this website has been such a therapeutic moment or outlet for me, you know, and so for me to be able to hear from people that is actually helping them and that they're enjoying it, that means everything and more to me, because I'm just Chanel Casimir, out here speaking my mind, speaking my truth, and trying to encourage and empower others at the same time and challenge us at the same time, right? And I'm also here to bug out and show you my eclectic fashion style, that some may be like, who does she think she is, right? You know, I ain't wearing that, but others may be like, that's so dope, somebody gets it out here, right? You know, as well as my musical abilities and my musical interests, you know. And so anyone that's like, I love it, I'm like, thank you so much. Because for me, like I said, it's really about helping others out there, but it's also a therapeutic outlet for me.